What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video, and today we're going to be talking about a YouTube short. I think it was also on TikTok of Planet Coaster. They posted a speed build of the B&M Surf Coaster, also known as the Wave Coaster in game. They did a bit of a speed build, and we can actually see this coaster a little bit more in action and a few other things. The video is only a minute long, and it's actually like a time-lapse video for the most part. So I actually went and turned the speed down of the video so we can see it more in depth, and we can actually take a little bit closer look at this video. So the first thing here is that we get a pretty good look at the in-game water. You can also see at the bottom here, even though my player is in the way, but it does say pre-alpha engine footage, so this is pre-alpha footage, which is still crazy to think of. But you can see that they built this tower here, which we're going to see in action here in a little bit, but the main thing that focuses on here for me is just the water looks fantastic in-game. And you can see a little bit here of the launch that it has. It actually has like these little, I don't know if I want to call them coaster nets, on this launch, but it's a really cool item, or a really cool feature that might be, because I think it's a part of the coaster itself, you know, how you can add like catwalks and stuff. So obviously we go through here, and it has a little title screen saying the Wave Coaster speed build, which is pretty cool to see. So we'll get into this, and we can see them actually building the coaster itself. So I do want you to kind of keep an eye a lot on the water, the different varying water, and it looks really good in some spots as well. Now, pause it here for a second, but you can see the biome in the background still looks fantastic. I'll be pausing once in a while to see if I can spot anything really cool. This looks like a similar biome that they did in the deep dive number 2. You can see they use a pre-built Cobra roll. The supports aren't very great in this build. Maybe they will improve by the full release, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to wait and see. But you can see the water is very green as well, but the biome and background look so much better than Planet Coaster 1. See, they use an auto-generated vertical loop, and this is at 0.25 speed as well. You can see a little bit of the curving there. I'm not sure if we can get a good shot of that. Look at that. That kind of looks a little heart-lined. I don't know if they probably have the banking offset turned on, but if that is the case, it looks like it's smoothed a lot better just in general when placing pieces. So hopefully that's the case. But you can see they put down what looks to be another launch, second launch. So it looks like this ride has 2 launches. Then they change the colors of the ride here. As you can see it go through. Then we get a lot of different coaster editing, and how you can attach scenery pieces, seeing all of that in action, and attaching a lot of these wood pieces to the train as well, which is pretty neat to see. And these light bars, they rescale them, and all of that. And then they actually build a full-on station, which is pretty nice. And I gotta say, this is probably one of the nicer builds I've ever seen the devs actually do. Because usually most of the stuff they build isn't great. I mean, this isn't the best thing in the world either, but we can kind of see all these wood pieces with the ropes on them. I really like that that style, and I think it works really well. But you can see that there's a lot of cool details going into the launch and stuff, like these, again, like these coaster nets, which are really cool. And I'm not sure if that'll be available for most rides or if it's just the B&M Surf Coaster, but we'll have to wait and see on that. But they make like this little bridge for the launch, which is actually really cool, really neat, and very themed. And I love the lights, these hanging lights that we have in this build, which is really awesome. I'm glad to see lights like that because those would be so awesome to have. And you can see like this wooden plank build platform. Look how much thinner it is compared to like what we had in Planet Coaster 1. I'm not sure if all of the these will be like this, but just how much thinner the roof slash flat roof pieces are, or I guess you could, maybe they were floor piece too, I'm not sure. It's kind of used more as a floor here, but they make like this huge platform right here, which is pretty nice, and they did a pretty good job of building the theming elements of this ride. It actually looks pretty nice, and I'm actually digging it quite a bit. So, and then we do get a little bit of an on-ride POV here in a minute as well, but you can see those hanging lights again. We see a lot of these cool plank pieces. I really like these wood pieces that they have, that they've been showing off, that we've seen a lot of in this game. And of course they have all those flower pieces that we see. I've been seeing a lot as well. So not really too much here besides getting to see a little bit of the coaster builder. You can see like the curving of these turns here. I don't know, it just looks different to me. It just looks better. I don't know, can't put my finger on it completely. I mean, it doesn't look like completely heart-lined or anything, but you can see they use the scenery brush here. But here's another good shot. This is all water that they placed in here, and it's a lot shallower. And you can see the difference in color and how nice that looks. It looks fantastic. Like, you can actually tell the different depths of water, and it looks like they've really overhauled the graphic, what the graphics can do with the water in Planet Coaster 2, which is really nice to see. These rocks actually look familiar, and they kind of look familiar from Planet Coaster 1. Very, very familiar anyways, and you can see they placed down a lot of trees. It looks like they built this very quickly, and it seems like we're gonna have be able to do a lot here. And we get an on-ride POV, and it looks like it's from the seat view as well, so keep that in mind. I think the coaster cam looks a lot smoother from Planet Coaster 1, big time. And just off-ride looks a lot smoother too. Like, just watching it off-ride as well looks fantastic. So, and that's about it for the video that we got for this. So I'm gonna go back here. We're gonna change the speed back to normal so we can kind of get an idea here. I think it does play some copyright, might be playing copyright music here, so you can see it in its glory in real time for the Wave Coaster. I've been wanting to see more of the Wave Coaster in Planet Coaster 2 since the announcement trailer, because they haven't really shown much of it off, so it was really cool to see this. And I like that Planet Coaster's starting to post a lot of little things like this. I hope they keep it coming, because maybe they'll reveal more stuff. But I absolutely love that they are posting stuff like this, and I hope they post, like, I would love for them to post stuff like this like nearly every day. I mean, look at that water, it looks fantastic. The way it kind of flows too, graphically. And you can see this is all pre-alpha footage, which makes it even more impressive because it looks incredible, if you ask me. So I think this game's gonna be incredible. I'm in awe of how good this looks. So you can see the onboard POV there. It looks a lot overhauled. It looks like they definitely made upgrades to that for sure. But that water looks great. You can see inside the station here. It looks like we can recolor the operator's booth now too, by the way. That's something new. Even though the stations are almost completely unchanged, it does look like we're going to be able to recolor the operator's booth as well, which is a very nice touch. And just overall, like, the textures of these pieces absolutely look fantastic, by the way. I'm very impressed by that, and this tower, and just these pieces overall. And the coaster, I wish we would have got a better overview of the ride, but you can kind of see this water, this little river, this little creek going, whatever you want to call it. It looks fantastic. I think it looks great. So I'm curious of how many biomes we're going to get in the game, because this looks like a biome very similar to what they did in the last build, or the last deep dive. So, but it looks fantastic. I'm very much excited. As you can see, I like seeing the scenery move with the coaster in action. We haven't got to see that too much. I mean, a little bit, but not much. But seeing that scenery attached to it, I can't imagine what us actual content creators are going to be able to do with that, like and the rest of the builders, you know, with these powerful tools that they're going to be giving us. But that water, that shallow water, looks so good, and I think overall this is really cool, and I hope they keep posting stuff like this and maybe revealing a few small things here and there, like maybe give us new coaster types that we haven't seen in the game yet, or maybe a few flat rides that we haven't seen yet, like some new flat rides. That's some information that we really don't have a lot of right now is flat rides in general. We've only seen like one, maybe more like 2 or 3 new flat rides in general, and we've got a few confirmed coming back from Planet Coaster 1, but we haven't seen a whole lot on the flat rides, and I think that's mostly what people are concerned with now, and it needs to be checked off the list pretty soon, hopefully. But anyways, that's gonna about do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about these little videos like this. Should Planet Coaster 2 be posting more of these, where we get a little bit more reveals and little tidbits like this every single day? I would love to see them do stuff like this every day, personally. At least once a week at the very least, you know. I would definitely like to see this, but this came right at the day after, you know, their deep dive yesterday, so they're at least at the time of recording this. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more amazing content like this, guys. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. So thanks so much, and goodbye.